I would like to ask, so how the diet influences our hormones? Which food we should consider to eat and which food we should exclude from our diet?
Well, in our body, if we consider from Ayurvedic perspective, when we eat the food is primarily eaten so that it can nourish the dhatus, and when we eat a food, whether it is some grains or vegetables or it is some fruits, the food is digested, and after digestion it gets converted into a fluid which is called nutrient fluid, ahara rasa we call it, and then this fluid, this nutrient fluid or the rasa or the fluid which is full of nutrition, it is going to nourish all the tissues. There are 7 tissues according to Ayurveda, and since we are talking about hormones and female problems, so we are referring here primarily to Shukra Dhatu, which is the female reproductive tissue also. There is a part of it which is called Artava, this is primarily connected with the menstrual cycle of the female. So, the foods I would say which are nourishing, for example, asparagus is very good. You can eat some green vegetable soups, they are very nice. This also nice to have some sprouts like moong sprouts or chickpea sprouts you can make. Milk is very nice. Drink a cup of hot milk with some curcuma, turmeric inside, maybe a little bit of cinnamon inside is very nice every night. We call it golden milk, so all of you can drink this golden milk. And of course, ghee is a very nice thing also. You can cook with ghee, you can add ghee to your recipes. So, these simple things, fruits, fresh seasonal fruits you should eat. Very nice is banana. You can eat a banana every day. It also takes care of the mind. It has some kind of antidepressant contents in this. Banana is nice food also. So, this is how I think diet makes a big difference. And of course, if you eat something which is having no nutrition, has all the only taste is what you call junk food or fast food and all these preservatives and chemicals and all, that food is ultimately going to create toxins in the body. So, that is not advisable. If you have hormonal problems, you should not be eating junk food, you should not be smoking, you should not be drinking, not eating all those processed foods. Try to have more natural and more clean and nice quality of food.
Nowadays, many women also face irregularity or even absence of period, and Western doctors are very fast to prescribe hormone pills, which also have side effects. What Ayurveda says about hormone pills, and maybe there is another way how women could help themselves?
Well, first of all, in Ayurveda we always have natural sources of anything that we want to give to the person. So, even if we are trying to nourish the hormones, we would prefer to give them natural herbs. As I said, there are some herbs which have phytohormones, natural hormones. Even soya beans, they have some phytoestrogen, they have found out. So, you can eat tofu, you can eat soya beans, you can make sprouts, you can also make some kind of you make a flour from this, you can make some bread or mix it in the wheat flour. There are many ways to take it. Fenugreek is another nice herb you can take. Licorice is very good, you can take licorice also. So, we try to find natural sources. This is I am talking which things are available. Thyme is very good, thyme is available, you can make thyme tea or something. So, this is first thing, that we should not take chemically synthesized hormones and take something natural to nourish the hormones. Now, the second thing we must try to find out is that why we need hormones, why the hormones have become less in quantity or diminished. That leads to irregularity. There could be blockage. Very often there is a blockage. There could be some growth in the uterus, maybe something fibroid is there, some cyst is there. So, we have to find out the root cause, and if there is a blockage, why it is the blockage. Many times in the females I have seen, this is very interesting, that the blockage comes from mind. When their mind is blocked, then emotionally they are blocked, there is nobody to speak to, they can't share their things with anybody, they keep everything inside, and then this thing replicates in the physical system, and specifically for females, whenever they have emotional blockage, it will go and first of all manifest somewhere in the female organs. It could be in the uterus, it could be in the ovary or in the breast also, there can be tumors. Maybe scientifically it may not make much sense to people, but because I am a practitioner for more than 25 years now, and we see cases and we try to relate them to such emotional situations, and we find very good connection, and sometimes it is very very effective to treat the ladies like this, when we try to also find out what is going on in their emotional state.
I would like to speak about a very sensitive topic for women. It's menopause.
Yes.
Very many women think that they are losing their youth like that, and they get very emotional and sad, and they undergo some stress. Is there some way how Ayurveda helps to undergo this process easier and lighter?
See, first of all, I would say that this is totally wrong thinking, that when a female has menopause, then she has lost her femininity, or she has lost her youth. This is totally wrong thinking, I would say. See, this menstrual cycle, which is a process, in which egg is produced every month, and then if it is utilized, then it will produce a child. If it is not utilized, it will just flows out. It's a facility given to a female, especially for certain time of her life, when she can produce a child. That is the real thing that we need to understand. So, when period starts, of course, I think if there is a change in the female's life, she is a young girl, and then she starts to have periods. Similarly, when period stops, because now his time is over, now you cannot produce children, I don't think you have lost anything. It's just a facility was there for you, given to you to produce a child. Okay, of course, now maybe you already have produced child, or you don't want to have children. So now why do you need this? It's a headache also, kind of like every month having this kind of a problem. For I think those of you who are females, you will relate to it. So it should be just taken normally. It's a normal part of life. You have not to think that now I have lost my youth, or you can always stay young, even at the age of 70, when you have periods or no periods. Youthfulness has nothing to do with periods. You can be young in mind even when you are 90. I have seen some ladies. I was watching a video. Some lady, she is 94 or something. She is doing yoga. She was doing some kind of a tango dancing or something. She was actually much better than many young females. So I think it's just a mental thought. I don't really believe in that. And of course, from Ayurvedic perspective, that's how we teach people that youthfulness is not connected with one part or one system of our body, but you have to stay young even till the last breath. That's why in Ayurveda we have a special branch. It's called the branch of rejuvenation, which actually has formulations which you can take, and you can stay young even till the last part of your life. So this is, I will advise you, take some rasayanas, take some rejuvenating herbs. There are many formulations. Even in Jiva we have compiled a very nice formula. It's called Nari Sakhi, and there are many other things. So you should think different, change your thoughts, and don't really feel like I have lost my youth or I have lost something. You've lost nothing. Rather, you should feel happy. Now you're clean, you're free from all this hassle of every month this kind of problem. You should feel happy. I think I suggest like that.
I would like to speak when women undergo menopause. Some of them, they have hot flashes. Some of them, they feel that they have very strong changes in their system, in their body. How Ayurveda can ease up these symptoms and make it easier? And is the diet, does the diet play an important role?
Yeah, so this is definitely because menopause is the period of change. And whenever there is a change in our system, the prime energy which is playing a big role is Vata. because Vata is responsible for any movement, any change, anything. So, one thing, if we want to avoid all these complications, we should start planning in advance. I would suggest all the women, maybe around 40 years you should start making some changes, simple changes. It's not big things you have to do, every morning, do some little exercises, go for a walk, do some stretching exercise, you can do some yoga postures. Oil massage, very nice for Vata, if you want to keep Vata under control. Full body sesame oil massage is very nice. Of course, try to avoid eating cold foods and very dry things, crunchy, crispy things should be avoided. Eat more light foods, warm foods, foods which make lot of wind, produce lot of gas, all the beans and deep fried food should be avoided. It's very nice to eat more like vegetable soups and something more soupy. Put some ghee on that, make it little bit lubricating. So, and mentally also you have to lubricate yourself, and the best lubricant is love. So, don't think that now you are moving towards menopause, so nobody is going to love you, your husband will not love you, or you will not find your partner to love you anymore. No, this is a wrong thinking. You should actually, first of all, you should start loving yourself and taking care of yourself. Just nourish yourself. Do things that you like to do, because also in this age your children already grown up, and all your life you have been working for children, for the family, for everybody. Now take a step back and start taking care of yourself. Go to a salon, have some nice massage, come to Ayurveda, come to India, get Sirodhara and all these things. This is how the menopause will you will not even notice, it will go away. I have seen many people who now started after our education, we're teaching about this subject all over the world. So many women, they just start following this, and they said we didn't even realize when menopause happened. It's because that's how it should be. See, when periods start, sometimes you don't realize, it just starts. Similarly, when it stops, because when it starts, you're more young and you're more grounded at that time. There's not too much Vata, but by the time we are in menopause age, there's a lot of we're doing a lot of activities, drinking, smoking, alcohol, and all these chemicals and hormones and this. So we're trying to mess up the system, and we're taking a lot of Vata type of foods. So this is the problem, and then that's when you have complications. So start simple things, it's not complicated, and if you have any problems, you're always welcome to get in touch with us. We're always there to help you out.